Steve Guto, President of the Jewish Council for Public Affairs. I am here in a time of great difficulty for our people to introduce three important rabbinic leaders from the conservative, reform, and orthodox movements who, standing together right now, take a look, in this room, each with their own prayer, will reflect wall to wall, the unity of our people, from one side of the religious spectrum to the other. This is a unity against an aggressor named Hamas that values neither innocent Israeli nor Palestinian lives. You know, in the days of the Exodus, rabbis, Aaron and Hur held up the arms of Moses so that Joshua could defeat the Amalekites, the greatest enemy of the Jewish people. Today, Rabbi Leonard Matanki, President of the Orthodox Rabbinic Council of America, will give the memorial prayer El Malei Rachamim. Rabbi William Gershon from Dallas, President of the Rabbinical Association of the Conservative Movement, will give the prayer for Israel, and Rabbi Fred Reiner, Chair of the Atid Legal Society of the Central Conference of American Rabbis, will give the prayer for the United States, and they will help us hold up our hands as a unified people in solidarity with our sisters and brothers in Israel. And the great thing about Rabbi Matanki, who's going to go first, Rabbi Gershon and Rabbi Reiner, as they lead us in the prayers, they're going to do it quite quickly because we don't have that much time today. And that's not easy for rabbis.
That's hard for rabbis. At this historic gathering of solidarity and support, we have to pause for a moment for the memorial prayer for Naftali Frankel, Gilad Sher, Ayal Yifrach, who were kidnapped and murdered for no reason other than they were Jews living in our sacred land. And also the prayer for the soldiers of the IDF who have given their lives to protect our people from unprovoked missile attacks. And we also must remember Muhammad al-Khadir, whose life was brutally taken by murderers in our own midst, a terrible crime that has shaken our people. I ask if you would please rise. El malei rachamim shochen b'mromim hametzei menucha nechona l'kanfei hashchina b'ma'alot kedoshim tohorim v'giborim כזוהר הקיים האסירים לנשמות שלושת הבחורים יעקב, נפתלי בן אברהם, גלעד מיכאל בן אופיר ואייל בן אורי, שנחטפו ושנהרגו ושנשחטו בידי המחבלים הארורים מארגוני הטרור, ואת נשמות גיבורי חיל, אנשי צבא הגנה לישראל, שנפלו במבצע צוק איתן ומסרו נפשם על קדושת השם, העם והארץ. בעבור שאנו מתפללים לעילוי נשמותיהם, לכן בעל הרחמים יסתירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים, ויצרור בתורה חיים את נשמתם, אדוני הוא נחלתם, בגן עדן תהא מנוחתם, וינוחו בשלום על משכבותיהם, ותעמוד לכל ישראל את זכותם, ויעמדו לגורלם לקץ הימין, ונאמר Amen.
Please be seated. After the Yom Kippur War, there was a popular song with a promise for the future. Ani mavtiach lach, yalda sheli ktana. I promise you, my little child, that this will be the last war. This was the pledge that Israeli parents made to their children. I will fight. I will put on a uniform and carry a gun so that you don't have to. 41 years later, the children of Israel find themselves crouched in bomb shelters. And our young men and women are now defending the land of Israel against terror. Our boys dying to defend the Jewish state. Tonight, 41 years after the Yom Kippur War, Israeli children go to bed at night with the fear that a missile might kill them or a terrorist might tunnel into their kindergartens. The point of Israel was that no Jew should ever have to hide or cower or crouch or fear. For 2,000 years, we were politically and militarily dead. We had no country. We had no army. We were the wanderers of history. We were a ghost people. But then we were reborn in our land. And now that we have a homeland, we, the American Jewish community, join with our brothers and sisters and declare that we will not cower, we will not crouch, we will not hide, and we will not give in to terror. And we will defend ourselves with the highest standards of morality ever known in the history of warfare. The words of Golda Meir come to mind. We can forgive the Arabs for killing our children. We cannot forgive them for forcing us to kill their children. We will only have peace with the Arabs when they love their children more than they hate us. We, the religious leaders of the American Jewish community, stand shoulder to shoulder with Israel, our hearts and our souls. Am echad, b'lev echad, one people and one heart. Please rise as I offer the prayer for the state of Israel. Avinu